Cameron Nicholson is president and CEO of the YMCA of Greater Des Moines, which has 6 branch locations, more than 500 employees, and an annual budget of more than $15 million. Nicholson first joined the YMCA of Greater Des Moines in 2012 as executive director of the John R. Grubb Community YMCA on Des Moines' North Side. He also had experience working at YMCAs in Chicago and Charlotte, North Carolina before moving to Iowa. He's been instrumental in the YMCA Starfish Academy, which has an ambitious goal to give every kindergarten through 2nd grade student in Des Moines who is falling behind in reading access to a summer learning program so that they are reading at grade level by 3rd grade. Cameron, your incentive to stay on time is, if you don't, we're going to make you do a public performance of the YMCA song. I think you could do it, so.
So I'm going to be vulnerable, so I'm going to ask for grace. Give me a second. I'm going to sing for you, which is something I've never done in public. Ready? When I was just a little boy, I asked my father, what will I be? Will I be handsome? Will I be rich? Here's what he said to me. Que sera? Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera? Whatever will be, will be. When I grew up and fell in love, I asked my sweetheart, what lies ahead? Will we have rainbows day after day? Here's what my sweetheart said. Que sera? Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera? Now I have children of my own. They ask their father, what will they be? Will I be handsome? Will I be rich? I tell them tenderly. Que sera? Whatever will be, will be. The future not ours to see. Que sera? You may know that song. I sang that song in 8th grade. No YMCA song now. I sang that song at my 8th grade graduation at LaSalle Language Academy in Chicago, Illinois. That was about 3 or 4 decades ago. So today I want to talk about a leadership trait that's emerged strongly during one of the most challenging times in recent history. And that's our collective ability to be comfortable with ambiguity. If there's one positive takeaway from the pandemic, it's that uncertainty and chaos taught us a valuable lesson about operating within the unknown. Many of us found ourselves in a world that changed overnight. Businesses were forced to pivot, families had to adjust, and leaders faced an overwhelming amount of ambiguity. In those moments, we had very little information, and much of it was conflicting information or incomplete. But as leaders, we didn't have the luxury of waiting for clarity. We had to move forward, make decisions, and lead our teams through a time of unparalleled uncertainty. What stood out to me was how the leaders and teams that adapted successfully weren't just reacting, they were leading with calmness and objectivity. Even under immense pressure, the ability to remain calm in the face of uncertainty is one of the core traits of good leadership. It isn't about having all the answers. It's about being able to navigate when you don't. It's about creating stability in an unstable environment and helping others to see the opportunities within that environment. An essential part of being comfortable with the ambiguity is recognizing the valuing different perspectives. We saw how important it was to listen to multiple viewpoints, whether from stakeholders, employees, or even experts who had conflicting advice. The leaders who thrived took their perspectives, considered them carefully, and didn't rush to conclusions. Instead, they suspended judgment and allowed room for improvisation. The leaders embraced ambiguity rather than resisting it, using it to inform and strengthen their decisions. This trait of being able to pivot quickly, to improvise, and to suspend judgment isn't something we should forget now that the crisis is behind us. In fact, it's more important than ever. Our world continues to change rapidly, and the ability to lead through ambiguity is not just a crisis skill, it's a long-term leadership muscle that we must continue to strengthen. I urge all of us to take a moment to reflect on the past few years, think about how you responded when you didn't have all the answers. How did you lead your teams when things were far from clear? How did you develop that muscle? The ability to make decisions amidst uncertainty have made you a more adaptive, resilient, and thoughtful leader. Let's not lose that muscle. So, sing it with me. You ready? Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. Thank you.